People love to make idols out of things. The huge thing right now seems to be making an idol out of Israel and Jewish people. God says in the New Testament, do not think to yourself that Abraham is our father. And you want to know why? Because God says that he can raise up seeds of Abraham, just like the people who were already considered the children of God. So in Ezekiel 37, yes, it talks about how there's going to be Judah and there's going to be Ephraim, and then all their companions who are going to be grafted in to the tree of Israel. So this is also kind of touched on in Ephesians 2:12 through 13, where it talks about how you were far away from the commonwealth of Israel, but now you have been brought close. Because according to Ezekiel 47, anyone who joins Israel, any stranger, any Gentile that joins Israel, they gain a portion of the land of Israel. Therefore, they are considered Israelites at that point. And so we are looking at this nation in the Middle East saying, oh, the Jews, oh, the Jews. I'm not anti-Semitic because I have the feeling somebody's going to call me that. I have Jewish blood. I took an ancestry DNA test and I came back as partially Ashkenazi Jew. But here's the deal with that. That only ties to the Ashkenazi Jew. And I believe what they're going off of is the Cohen gene, which only ties to like Benjamin and Levi. So not even like Judah, where the word Jewish comes from. But anyway, with that said, there's probably so many different people that actually have Israelite blood and we don't even know it because there's no halotype, I think. Anyway, too much science right now. You could actually be Israelite and have Israelite blood and not even know it. And science doesn't even know it. We are adopted into the family of Israel because we have decided to worship the Most High, the Creator who created us as well. And so therefore, things in us start to change. Our blood starts to change. We start to reflect the DNA of the Most High. Literally, you can get online and you can find molecules. There's like the L-laminin something or other that literally looks like a cross. There's a molecule in our body that looks like the YHWH. Like, it's crazy. And so what happens is we start to get destroyed from these false thoughts and false beliefs and just actions that we shouldn't be doing that are against the Most High, and then our blood starts to have death in it. And so he said, life is in the blood. If you follow his laws, his statutes, and his commands, you will have life in your blood. Therefore, you become an Israelite. You become Judah. You become Naphtali. You become Ephraim, or whoever. You become one of those tribes, okay? And so, you know, sitting here and saying that, oh, the Jews are only in Israel, and you're anti-Semitic because you're saying you're Israel, you're lying. What you're trying to do is hold on to something that's not even real in the first place, because so many Jews, like, they don't even follow God like that. They follow Judaism. They follow Jewish culture, and that's what they follow. It's not even like the ways of God. And I've been to plenty of synagogues, I know. And that's not to say that that's all of them, but I do tend to encounter a lot of them that just kind of want to keep their traditions. And Jesus came in the New Testament and was like, why are you negating the law of God for your understanding of man and your traditions? Why are you doing that? Because you weren't sent here just to make up your own thing. You were sent here to serve the Most High. So, and that's the case also in the Christian church and every denomination. It just depends on the person. But I'm not going to make an idol of someone because they're Jewish. I'm not going to make an idol of Jewishness because I know that a lot of times it just does not line up with the Word of God. I mean, I was watching this video the other day, and I don't know what those Jews are that wear the black hats and stuff, but this gentleman, he's a brother, he was talking about Shekinah Glory. And apparently Shekinah Glory is like the feminine aspect of God, the part of God that deceives. This is what they think in some of these Jewish groups, and it's Kabbalic in nature. So they go to the Wailing Wall and they start thrusting against the wall so they could have a child with this feminine aspect of God called the Shekinah Glory. I'm like, what? Like, where's that in the Bible? And so he shows this little kid that's like, he's a Jewish little kid. He's like, I'm not about to thrust anything. I'm not seeing that in the Word. Like, sometimes these kids, they be knowing better than adults. Adults get fooled because they want something and they don't want to upset people. And I imagine that's probably what happened in Israel as well. That's probably why they were scattered, because they ended up choosing man over God. But I don't know. Anyway, just saying, don't make an idol of things. Being Jewish doesn't mean that you're up here on the mountain. People being Jewish doesn't mean you need to put them on a mountain. You just need to worship God. That's it. That's it. Have a blessed day.